All right, so we are ready to jump into this deep dive. And today it's all about entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Building a business from the ground up. You know, if you're listening to this, you're probably at least a little bit interested in this world.
Yeah.
And luckily for all of us, there's this book that we're going to be taking a look at called Entrepreneurial Mastery by Alok Kumar. And we've got a really in-depth review of it that we're going to be pulling from.
Sounds good.
To break this down for you guys and figure out, you know, what are the key takeaways? What can we learn from this book? And to help us do that, we've got an expert here with us today.
Hey, everyone.
So Entrepreneurial Mastery, it sounds pretty intense.
It does.
What is it kind of like a how-to guide? Is it more theoretical?
Yeah, so I think what's really interesting about this book is it takes like a holistic approach.
Oh, okay.
So Kumar, he kind of walks you through every single stage of building a business.
Okay.
You know, it's not just about coming up to the perfect business plan. It's about really understanding your market and connecting with your audience.
I see.
Even navigating kind of like the emotional roller coaster that comes with being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You know?
I've got to say, you know, even thinking about all the steps involved in starting a business, it can be so overwhelming.
It is.
Like, where do you even begin?
Absolutely.
So does this book actually give you like concrete strategies that you can put into practice, or is it more like high level?
Oh, it's definitely not just theory.
Oh, good. Okay.
The review highlights how Kumar gives actionable advice for each step of the way.
Okay.
So, you know, let's say you're struggling with market research.
Mm-hmm.
Kumar actually breaks down how to analyze your competitors.
Okay.
Using frameworks like Porter's 5 Forces.
Okay, I've heard of that.
Yeah, and that helps you understand their strengths and weaknesses so you can really see where you fit into the market.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
Exactly.
You know, like I'm a big believer in learning by doing so. I'm always curious about those real world examples.
Right.
Does Kumar back up his advice with like stories of how these strategies have actually played out in real businesses?
Totally. Yeah, he weaves in a ton of real world examples.
Perfect.
The review actually mentions how he even shares a story about securing his first major investor.
Wow.
Breaking down the steps he took and the challenges he overcame.
So it's like he's demystifying the whole process.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It makes fundraising seem a lot less intimidating.
That's huge because I think so much of entrepreneurship is about mindset.
It is.
It's about believing in yourself and believing in your idea, even when things get tough.
Absolutely.
Does the book address that at all?
It does, and the review points this out as like a major strength.
Okay.
You're totally right. The mental and emotional side of entrepreneurship is often overlooked.
Yeah.
But Kumar dives into like cultivating the right mindset.
Uh-huh.
You know, he tackles everything from goal setting and time management
Wow.
to overcoming self-doubt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that feeling of, what if my idea isn't good enough?
Oh, yeah.
He addresses all of that head on.
I know that feeling all too well.
Right.
Sometimes I get so caught up in my own head, it's paralyzing.
Sure.
What if I fail? What if my idea isn't good enough?
Right.
It's like you need a pep talk from like a seasoned entrepreneur to just push you forward.
Yeah.
Does this book kind of offer that in a way?
It does. You know, the reviewer actually highlighted how Kumar includes personal anecdotes from his own journey.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, so for example, he talks about a time when he almost gave up on his dream because of like fear and self-doubt.
Oh, wow.
And I think sharing those vulnerabilities makes him so much more relatable and makes his advice even more powerful.
That's awesome. I'm starting to see why this book gets such rave reviews.
Absolutely.
So who would you say this book is best suited for?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just for someone like me who's still kind of in the idea phase?
Right.
Or could more experienced entrepreneurs benefit from this too?
I think that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
It's valuable for both beginners and those with experience under their belts. Mm-hmm. So the structured guidance is perfect for newcomers who are trying to figure out where to even begin.
Right.
But even seasoned entrepreneurs, you know, there's a lot to glean from the sections on scaling a business, expanding into new markets, building high-performing teams.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's something for everyone.
Exactly.
So it's like he created this roadmap for any entrepreneur, you know, wherever they are on their journey.
Yeah.
So the review dives into the book's strength. And did anything in particular stand out to you?
Well, the reviewer really raved about the book's easy-to-follow structure.
Okay.
You know, it takes you from like those foundational concepts all the way to those more advanced strategies for growth.
Yeah.
And it does so in a way that's easy to understand and apply, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like building a house. You need that solid blueprint, before you even think about picking up a hammer.
Makes total sense. A jumbled mess of advice wouldn't be super helpful. Did the review give any specific examples of those actionable insights you mentioned earlier, like something that our listener could actually put into practice right away?
Sure. So let's say you're feeling stuck with market research.
Okay.
The book walks you through creating an ideal customer profile.
Okay.
So basically like a detailed picture of your perfect customer.
Gotcha.
It even provides a framework for analyzing your competitors so you can understand their strengths and weaknesses.
Okay.
You can use this information to position your own business strategically.
That's a great example. I can definitely see how that would be useful.
Yep.
We've talked about mindset, but the review also highlighted that as a key strength.
They did.
Why do you think that is?
It's one thing to have all this strategic knowledge.
Right.
But it's another thing entirely to have the mental and emotional strength to weather the storms that inevitably come with entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Kumar really emphasizes the importance of building resilience and confidence, which are essential for not just launching a business, but sustaining it for the long haul.
It's funny, sometimes I feel like the biggest obstacle isn't the business itself. It's my own self-doubt creeping in. What if I fail? What if my idea isn't good enough?
Right.
It sounds like Kumar provides some strategies for overcoming that inner critic.
He dives into techniques for managing self-doubt, setting realistic goals, even prioritizing your time effectively.
Wow.
He even shares a personal story.
Oh, cool.
About a time he almost gave up on a venture because he was feeling overwhelmed.
Okay.
But instead of throwing in the towel,
yeah,
he implemented some of the very strategies he outlines in the book.
Okay.
And it helped him turn things around.
I love that he's so open about his own struggles.
Yeah.
It makes the advice feel so much more authentic and attainable.
Right.
The review also mentioned the book's relevance for all entrepreneurs. Why do you think that is?
Well, whether you're a newbie with a napkin sketch of an idea,
okay,
or a CEO looking to scale to new heights,
right,
Entrepreneurial Mastery offers valuable insights. The foundational principles are essential for beginners.
Yeah.
While the advanced strategies provide food for thought, even for experienced entrepreneurs.
Okay.
For instance, Kumar talks about building high-performing teams, something that's crucial whether you're a startup with 5 employees or a large company with hundreds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like a choose-your-own-adventure for entrepreneurs with something for everyone, no matter where they are on their journey.
Exactly.
But let's be real. No book is perfect, right?
Right.
Did the review mention any areas where the book could be even better?
It sounds like it covers a lot,
yeah.
But yeah, there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, for sure. What did the reviewer suggest?
Well, they thought the book could benefit from even more case studies.
Okay.
Like showing exactly how entrepreneurs implemented Kumar's strategies and what the results were.
I see.
That would really bring the concepts to life and inspire readers.
Yeah, I love a good case study. Seeing how things play out in the real world makes it so much more tangible.
Yeah.
What else did they mention?
They also suggested a deeper dive into digital marketing.
Oh.
Given how much business happens online these days.
Totally.
It would be helpful to have more guidance on things like social media strategy, SEO, online advertising.
That's a great point. I'm always trying to stay ahead of the curve when it comes to digital marketing.
Yeah.
It feels like the landscape is constantly changing.
It really is.
Were there any other suggestions for improvement?
One more, Acre. The reviewer thought the book could incorporate interactive exercises.
Okay. Like
worksheets or action plans.
I see.
It would give readers a way to apply what they're learning right away and solidify those concepts.
I'm all about putting knowledge into action.
Me too.
It's one thing to read about a strategy, but it's another thing entirely to actually implement it in your own business.
Right.
So despite those suggestions, it sounds like the review was overwhelmingly positive.
It was.
What was their final verdict?
They wholeheartedly recommended Entrepreneurial Mastery for anyone serious about launching or growing a business.
Awesome.
They were really impressed with the blend of practical advice, real-world examples, and that emphasis on cultivating the right mindset, which we talked about.
I'm sold. It sounds like a must-read for any aspiring entrepreneur.
I think so.
But I'm curious, what was their overall takeaway, the one thing that really stuck with them?
The reviewer described the book as like a mentor in print.
Okay.
They felt like Kumar was right there with them, guiding them through the process with clarity, confidence, and genuine encouragement.
I love that, a mentor in print.
Right.
It really does sound like Kumar has created something special with this book.
He has.
And speaking of mentors, thank you so much for being ours today.
Oh, of course. Happy to be here.
You've broken down this book in such a helpful way, and I know our listener is feeling inspired and ready to take action.
Awesome.
So let's recap what we've learned from Entrepreneurial Mastery. It's a comprehensive roadmap for every stage of building a business, from that initial spark of an idea to scaling a thriving company.
Sounds about right.
And it's not just about the strategy, it's about the mindset, the resilience, and the unwavering belief in yourself and your vision.
Couldn't agree more.
Now here's the big question. What one action step will you take today to move your business forward?
Ooh, good question.
Will you brainstorm some ideal customer profiles? Dive into Porter's 5 forces, start crafting your elevator pitch?
Lots of options.
Whatever it is, write it down, commit to it, and make it happen. The world needs your ideas, your passion, your unique contributions.
Well said.
So go out there and make some magic.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of entrepreneurship. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep chasing those dreams.